Okay, I can see myself on my computer. If anybody's out there, let me know. I'm getting strange stuff here. Hey Michelle, hi Selena. Okay, I am not sure if the old one is gone. Okay, now it says live, got it, okay. Yep, Lisa, it is working now. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was saying it wasn't live, and so I rebooted it. Hi Teresa. Hey Robin. So yeah, I think it is working now. Hey Mitzi. Hi Cindy. I know, it was weird, right? Software. Okay, so I re-stamped this stamp yesterday with black. It's much easier to see how beautiful that image is, and I just started to color it. That was last night, and then of course I didn't do anything, but it looks really, really pretty. Very nice image, and I will finish that, but I wanted to show you what came in today, and I had an idea that I just had to get it out, so we'll do it. All right, so first up, what's new? We have this Couture Creations shell die. Kind of hard to see inside the packet. These are made in Australia, which it's probably made in China, but the company's in Australia. And so it's a nice size die. So this is called Shell, and you'll find that under Justin. It's very pretty. Hi, Stormy. Yeah, much, much better in the back. Hi, Jan. Yeah, much better on the black. The gold just didn't show well on the camera, so it was too shiny. So that was why I re-stamped it in the black, but it's so pretty, isn't it? So anyway, Shell's back in the packet. I was trying to get it back in the packet so I don't lose it on my desk. I kind of cleaned up just a little bit today. Okay, which means I shoved it somewhere else. We have this stamp from, it's a Dutch company. It's all different kinds of tire tracks, which I thought was really interesting. I know a lot of scrapbookers do pages with motorcycles, the dirt bikes and stuff. So this would be kind of good for that kind of layout. If you do anything masculine or tire track related, this is a great stamp. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different stamps, different tire tracks. And that is under Justin, of course. So it's called Wheel Tracks. And then we have, okay, I see comments. I can get off my phone now. Yep, I got rid of it, Michelle. I had to wait till the comments jump over. And then I have this washi tape from the same company, and it is pencils and little clipboards, which is kind of fun if you're doing something and you want to write a little note about on the layout or the page or in your journals. You want to write a little note, maybe the date, where you were, something like that. The clipboards are kind of cute, and then it's got little pencils as well. So that's washi tape, and it's called Clipboards. So you can find that. Then I got in this 6x6 paper pad called Winter Woodland. This is from Craft Consortium. If you've ever bought their paper packs from us before, they have pieces that you can cut out on the inside covers, but their papers have some of them have got a pearlized finish, and some of them have the spot gloss look to them. They're absolutely stunning, these papers. Let me bring it down here. So this is all about the outdoors. Very, very pretty. I don't know why they call it Winter Woodland, because I would say that could be any time of the year. But this one is like a gold pearlized finish on the background. And here, the gold is also pearlized and the creamy color is pearlized. So it's different treatments on the papers, and it looks like you get 4 of each. Let's see if there's a spot. I'm sure there's a spot highlighted one somewhere. Yeah, here. So you can see this is like embossed, clear embossed. Very pretty with the robins on it. So just a really nice paper pad. If you're a card maker, this is the perfect size for your card backgrounds. This one's got mushrooms. You've got little hedgehogs, little acorns. So all kinds of different finishes in here. This one's very pretty with the black. Oh, that is stunning. And here you've got pearlized again, and this is outdoor trees. I know, right? It is hard to cut them sometimes, but at least you get 4 in each. That's a cute one. 4 in each pattern here. And then we have this one and that. So, very pretty. Then I got this. Travel drone is perfect for that. This is from the same company, Couture Creations. No, that's Craft Consortium. Sorry, this is Couture Creations. We got this pack of vellum papers. So this is a heavyweight vellum, and this is what I was going to use today. So you're getting, this one's called Earthy Delights. So you get 3 of each paper, and it is this 6 by 6 or 8 by 8? Can't tell with the barcode. 8 by 8. So you're getting, it's probably easier if I show one design rather than stacking them, because you can't see through them that way. But it's a really pretty vellum paper. And I'm going to use one of them. We're going to make a planner page. So let me just show you the patterns. How pretty that is. I thought, you know, so Florida-y with the greenery here. Isn't that pretty? So I think it'd be nice to make pockets with, but I have an idea. I'm going to do that now. So you get in this pack, you get it is 8 by 8. You get 3 of each and 8 designs. So 24 vellum papers, which is really, really good. Okay, so what I did was, let me pull my stack over here that I started. I cut a planner page. I cut 2. I decided to make a arch opening in the middle. So I used this nested rectangle set, and I used this size to cut my opening. I could have cut a scalloped opening, but I decided I wanted to just have it straight because I wanted to stamp on it. And I ran both pieces through at the same time, and I've got these 2 for another project. So this one was the nested rectangles from Studio Light. Let me move that over here. I used an ECD edge die to make the holes on the side. And so I've got these 2 pieces, and I thought I would sandwich a piece of the vellum in between. It would make a very, very pretty page, something like that, right? But I'm going to decorate this first, and so I have cappuccino ink from 49er Market. Yeah, vellum is very pretty, but I mean, if you imagine that on the bottom of a page, right, as a pocket, so you could just tuck things in, but I thought it might be interesting just to make the entire page with it. So I'm going to use cappuccino ink. I thought I would use, I've got these stencils from Art and Creative Studio. This one is, well, if you search Fancy Flourish, I've got the Quatrefoil, Timeless Quatrefoil, and I've got Letterbox Collage. I think I might use this one. Let's see if I can grab, I do have them here. Oh, what does that mean? Just want to clean that up a bit. So I thought just by cutting a hole in a regular page, this actually is wider than the Elizabeth Crafts planner. I'm going to use it in my other planner. But Let's see. I think that will be a good color. Yeah. So it doesn't take away from it too much, right, by being in your face. Just going to do a few different areas. So see how pretty that is with just a little bit of stenciling on there? Yeah, I love, hi Michelle. Yeah, I love seeing the page, the other page through it. I think I'm going to use this one as well. This is the letterbox collage stencil. But I have to say how much I like the size of this die, because you can cut it into the page. Plus, if you cut it and you fold it in half, it's like an A2 size card. I could be making up the A2 size part, but it's definitely a good size card. And then you have the layer that you can put on top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dies in here. But it's nice to cut the window through it. Okay. Let's use a little postage mark. Postage mark there. Let's do a little bit of writing up here maybe. And I just want it to be kind of subtle. Maybe another postage mark here. Okay, we'll add one more thing here. Okay, so let me hold that up so you can see. Right, very subtle. I do want to ink the inside as well. And I think I'm better off with a blending tool, so let me grab that. Yes, it is. This stencil, Yvonne, this one is Letterbox Collage by Arden, or this one was Fancy Flourish, also by Arden. And the ink is Cappuccino. So my favorite brown from here is the Salted Caramel, but I just wanted it to be a little bit subtle, so I'm using the, but it's a great color for craft. I'm just going to dry it a little bit. Let's make sure I got around all the edges. I did. I just think it looks a little nicer when you ink the inside of a cut edge. Oh, you know what would have been cool is if I had embossed that with clear powder too. That would have been nice on the top. I didn't think of that till just now. Okay, so let's pull a pattern. So that's going to be our top, it's going to be our bottom. And I think that one is kind of nice. I can come right to the edge. I can get as much of it as I can. Or there was the other one. There was this one. I think I'm going to use the first one, this one. Okay. So I'm just gonna get my English. I'm going to glue it here, so I'm going to trim it about here with the paper trimmer, because I can use this, the rest of this, even though it's plain, I can use the vellum for something else. I don't need to trim off the barcode off the bottom because it's going to be hidden. And and I have a piece of vellum I can use on some other project. So glue this down here. Probably should have cut it a little shorter on this side, so I don't have to redo the holes, but I didn't. So this will go on top, but I think, remember we cut these two pieces out of the other die, the black die? This might be kind of pretty. Just poking out here. I'm going to try both sides. I might just use one. It's the same height as that hole, this die. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Do I want two to frame that? What do you guys think? You like two? Jan, I'm using Cappuccino from 49 and Market. I actually like both of them. I think I like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a very thin bead of glue down here. Just catching the edge of it. Oops, going to go up a little bit more. Can't believe that this is the same length as that hole, though. How clever. Or how lucky, I should say. And then it'll be caught right in here. That is very cool. I'm going to have to repunch those holes just because I had the vellum sticking out a little bit. But it's, yeah, it does look a bit like a wrought iron gate, Cindy, you're right. See, when I was cleaning up my table, I actually found this, which was from here. And I was like, oh, I should cut some leaves and put them in as well. So let's just see. But look how it, you can see my hand through it. That's very cool to peek through to another page. I do like that. I'll cut those off. But what do you guys think? Do you think I should add a bit more with some greenery? Let's cut a couple pieces, do a couple more just to see what it looks like. I feel it needs some kind of word or something up here. But let's cut a couple of these and just see what it looks like. So this is also an Arden die, if you don't already have it. It's called Fern Valley. So let's, you do things in threes. So let's do, and who says I could use a bit of this. Let's use one of this, and then we'll make one with shimmer. Scissors. I'm looking for scissors. Okay, and then let's find a bit of paper to make there. Let's find, I have that in front of me. So we'll use this. I have put very little. It looks like I was tapping a lot, but you can see there's very, well, you can't even really see it. I might use some infusions as well. So let me grab those. This one's called Slime. Try that and see what we get. Help that dry a little bit. Okay. Let me cut these and I'll be right back. So kind of 3 different greens. Let's pull the page. Just have like a gathering of greens there. I like it. What do you guys think? I think that I would put something here, maybe a bow or a piece of raffia or something, and then it does need a word at the top. Do you guys like it with the leaves, or you think it's better without? I think it adds a little something. Maybe this way around. Yeah, perhaps that's better there. But I need something here. I'm just going to tack it down. Yeah, I love infusions too, Jill. They're so much fun. And just add a little bit of glue there. And a little bit of glue onto this one. Just for it to grab and hold. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, so let's figure out what can go here. And let's also find some kind of sentiment or something. Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. That might work. I would put that on black. It's the same black. All right, you guys, like the leaves, good. I'm going to do it so I've got something to grab onto with my finger. Let's go this way. And I think that's better with something at the top, right? I do want something here. Oh, ooh. Let me see if I have one in front of me. I don't think I do. You know what would look really pretty there? Oops, let me just knock that over. I don't think I have them here. Wax seal. Oh, I do. I do. I have a couple of wax seals here I never put away. Wrong color, too big. It says for you, that's not greatest. Wrong color. Okay, no wax seal. But the thought was there. I will find something. But we're out of time. So I'll find something, glue these down, and I'm going to ink the edges of the page as well. And I'll put a picture up on Facebook and Instagram for you guys. Oh, thank you. Oh, Stormy, good. I'm glad you're going to do that. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow at 5. Have a good